On this special episode, John calls in from the beach on vacation and really needs a laptop. We talk about how PC Gamer articles are complete shit now, and a friend you can wear on your neck. That's right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a very special VGO on location. John, you're at the beach on a walk.
I am. What's up?
What's up?
That's
right. We couldn't be live tonight, but we did want to give you guys something for your Tuesdays. So hope you're all doing well out there. So what's going on, John? Have you been doing any gaming on your vacation?
Absolutely.
All right, good.
Yeah.
So let's try to conduct this like a little VGO. I'm going to talk about what I've been doing, and then you'll talk about what you've been doing, and then we'll let you go, and I'll maybe do some news and some voicemail or something like that. So, John, I've been playing a bit of Path of Exile. The new league came out. It's called Settlers of Calgar. People are calling it the Boat League, but basically you run your little town. And it almost reminds me a bit of like Garrisons in World of Warcraft, but that's just the league mechanic. It's still Path of Exile. They've done a lot of like good quality of life changes. They added like a little auction house where you can respec with gold or do a currency exchange. They updated Melee, so I'm trying that for the first time. I don't know how I feel about Melee. Have you ever felt... I don't know. This is a girl thing maybe, and maybe I'm just a weirdo. I kind of feel like it's too manly for me to play. Like this guy has a massive axe. He's like,
really?
He's like leaping around, just like cutting people in half. Like I realized that like I like pretty things.
Toxic.
I like spells. No, it's not about it being toxic. Yeah. It's about that I like to relate to my characters that I'm playing. A lot of the times in these games where I spend 700 hours in them, on some level, it's like I like to feel like I'm my character, and I like pretty spells, and I like casting. I'm having a hard time getting into like melee mode. Like, because I feel like there's some people that are just like melee people. They always roll warriors or they always play melee. I can't get into like that big dude with an axe mindset. So that's been my like personal struggle. Still playing, still liking. I really like the little league mechanic. I've been enjoying like running my town and upgrading different things. And Path of Exile 2 beta should be coming around the corner. So that's been kind of fun.
Now that game's going to be like on console, right?
The first one is as well, but this with Path of Exile 2, they're doing like a big console push, meaning that the updates are going to try to come out around the same time, or it's going to be more like with more features, because Path of Exile isn't great on console. It's not a good controller game. So I think Path of Exile 2 is going to see more of that push to be more console friendly. And it's going to have...
Because when I was at PAX East,
yep.
I think they were making a big push for the console there and controller, and people were playing on a giant TV and all that.
Exactly. So I think it's going to be more for people who have never played Path of Exile. Maybe they just discovered ARPGs with Diablo, and they're going to want to try it. So I'm excited about Path of Exile 2. They're going to keep both going on simultaneously, which I think is awesome. So I'm definitely going to probably be playing both. But yeah, so this league has been cool. And then I didn't get a chance to try it yet because we're early, but there's a new, basically, RTS that came out, and it's from the people who worked on StarCraft at Blizzard. It's from former Blizzard employees. They started a studio called Frost Giant. So Stormgate, I think it's out today. I'm going to try it tonight. It's a free-to-play, next-gen RTS set in science fantasy. So it's basically like the new StarCraft. So people are kind of excited about this because I know it's not a huge genre, like maybe for the average, for the masses, but there's still a lot of people who just loved StarCraft and love this world, and they want to play something new, and here's some former Blizzard people kind of doing their own thing. And Steam Tower Defense Fest is going on right now, and they've been featuring a bunch of little things. And I mean, I just got off playing Kitsugami Path of the Goddess and in a little bit of a tower defense mode, so I did want to talk about one called Bella Wants Blood. I don't know if you had a chance to play yet.
No, I have internet issues right now.
Okay,
so
I've been unable
to download it.
Okay, so basically it's this little like horror tower defense game on a grid, like very bite-sized. You build paths, gutters that you're putting down, and you're dropping monsters and monstrosities, like a Binding of Isaac feel to the bosses. Like it's kind of like a grotesque, like intentionally horror, like tower defense game. It's kind of addicting because it's like these short bite-sized maps where you have to beat swarms of enemies and like a boss, and you're dropping down different monsters, which are basically guns and turrets and attacks around this little grid. And, it's just a cute little $5 tower defense game, I think made by like a small team of a couple of guys. And it's pretty cool. So I've been playing that, I'm stuck on a boss, and I just kind of like tower defense. It's one of those things I don't play tons of. I've dabbled in the past. Like we all probably played Bloons TD, and I've played the Warcraft RTS and things, but it's a genre that doesn't get a lot of attention. So the fest is going on right now, and a lot of people get bored with gaming and they're like, what do I do? Maybe I just don't like gaming anymore. It's like sometimes you just got to go out of your typical stuff that you play and just play something different. I do like that about the show, John. When we do our themed episodes, I go play stuff I wouldn't normally play, and I find I love it. I enjoy it. I mean, even our Weeb episode we did last year, like I learned stuff, and we're going to probably do another one this winter when it's a year. Even the cozy game episodes we do. So that's what I like about this. So check out Tower Defense Fest going on Steam. I did also quickly pick up Okami HD just to see the inspiration for Path of the Goddess. I know there's a lot of crossover, and I saw like the same sounds being used, the same paths that you're carving. That's a cool little game. I know you were very big on it many years ago. There's an ultra wide fix for it. I did.
So did you? Well, tell me, do you like it? I mean, because I remember when that game came out, and everybody was comparing it to Zelda. Saying it was like a Zelda ripoff and blah, blah, blah. And I don't remember a ton about it except for the wolf, and there's like some ghost shit going on or something. Like what?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's a beautiful painted world where, these bite-sized little zones, and this wolf, I'm getting different attacks on the wolf, and there's like mysteries and secrets and puzzles. I mean, I don't know if I have that direct Zelda comparison because you spent a lot more times in the newer Zeldas. But
the 3D Zeldas, like Ocarina.
Yeah, exactly. I kind of skipped from like the retro Zeldas right into the new ones personally. But I can see it. I mean, there's just something special about it. Like it takes place in the same universe as Kitsugami Path of the Goddess. So I'm playing a little of that, only a couple hours. I got to play some more. I don't know if I'll finish it, but I like picking up these games and just kind of seeing things I've missed. Once again, going back to stuff. Things were just better on some level in the old days with some things, and you do feel a different craftsmanship sometimes playing older things. Not that there isn't that in newer games, like with Baldur's Gate, we sometimes get things like that, but there was just more of a care and a craftsmanship. That's what I appreciated about playing Kitsugami Path of the Goddess as well. And we are doing another giveaway in our Discord this week. We'll talk about it next week on VGO, but we're giving away 2 physical DVD copies of the movies that Matt and I voiced in Abigail. It just hit streaming platforms everywhere. So come down to videogameoutsiders.com if you want to enter to win. It's coming direct from the studio. We're picking 2 winners, so do that as well. And I am just drinking Tazo unsweetened iced passion tea. You just add water to it. I really like this because, John, I'm trying to...
That's called tea, by the way, Michelle.
It's called tea, but I want to tell people what I'm drinking so they can go buy it. Well, no, not really, because Tazo sells tea in tea bags. They also sell it already made in a bottle. This is a jug. Okay. This is a cardboard carton of concentrate.
Okay.
So you just pour it into water.
Liquid?
It's a liquid. It is a liquid concentrate.
Oh.
So it's a little bit different than just a tea bag or a pre-made tea. So
is
Starbucks,
it floral?
It is a little bit hibiscus, but so Starbucks used to have Tazo, then they got rid of it and they purchased Teavana. It's basically tastes exactly like the Starbucks one that I used to like, except it's more cinnamony. But yeah, I just put a splash of it in my water bottle and I kind of like this. So it's hibiscus, unsweetened iced passion, whatever. But I'm exploring the whole tea thing, John. But no, there's no tea bags involved. There's none of that. There's just pouring a little bit in your water, and I kind of like it. It's addicting because I'm trying to sweeten up my water in some way without sugar. All right, so I know you were looking forward to playing Illusion Island DLC on your trip. Did that happen, or what's up with that?
No. Listen, I'm on the Cape Cod. Okay.
Yes.
Are you aware of what that is?
Yes, I was born and raised in New England. I've heard of the Cape. Continue.
So I'm on a hotel. It's on the beach. Everything's awesome, but the Wi-Fi is absolute garbage, and the 5G service, for whatever reason, just is also garbage.
Okay.
So it's like a double, and I just got locked out of my Steam Deck, and things are not good.
Oh no.
So I finally get the Steam Deck on the Wi-Fi, and it says there's an update for the system, and I let it reboot. And rebooted to the login screen where I can put my Steam name and password. And I can't get past it. I have the Steam app. You can scan the QR code, all that shit.
Yeah.
But it won't get past that screen. So now I'm locked out of my Steam Deck as of this minute. I hope I figure that out when I get back. But so listen, as soon as I got here, I go to work, okay? I've got docks, I've got systems, I've got HDMI, I've got power cords, I've got adapters, and I got the Steam Deck set up.
Next time.
No, that doesn't work.
Okay.
Steam Deck hooked up. I got the Switch hooked up.
Right.
And then I went to the beach yesterday, and I tried playing a bunch of games on the Switch, and it didn't work out very well. And I realize now that I can only play games that are bright. Any game that is dark, I can't see shit on the beach.
Right.
Like Luigi's Mansion.
Mm-hmm.
I tried playing like Saints Row and all this other shit. Can't see anything. So I'm playing Splatoon 3 because I could see that on the beach. Okay, and then that game pissed me off. In the hotel room, I was playing Luigi's Mansion. Finished a couple more levels. That game's awesome and fun. But really, today, on my Steam Deck, I was playing Nova Lands for like 4 or 5 hours today. And you like that game, right?
I like that game. I said it was the new Forager. I bragged about it. And I saw a bunch of people on my Steam list pick it up and play. And I was like, hey, they're enjoying it. Good. So, yeah, people like that, John. Are you enjoying it?
I am. It's a really good Steam Deck game, but I'm at the point now with it where it's driving me kind of a little crazy with all the management. And also, everything is so small, it's very hard to see what resource they want for the machine to make something, or vendor. Like, I can't tell what some of the resources are, mostly because it's small on the Steam Deck, and then also because of the sun, which is not the developer's fault.
Right.
But the interface is just way too small on the Steam Deck. I'm wearing my fucking glasses even, and I can't see it.
So there are certain games that are like not only not Steam Deck friendly, but not outside at the beach friendly, John. And that's that's a different genre of game, okay?
Yeah, okay, I know. You can make fun of me. It's fine. I get it.
Right.
But that game actually is very Steam Deck friendly and controller friendly. I think if I wasn't in the sunlight, I'd be enjoying it a hair more. But I've gotten
for guys in the dark. You could play these games.
But I got really far into that game. So I've unlocked
No, you didn't. You have no clue how deep that well goes, John. Have you been to the space station and upgraded all your vendors?
No, of course. I unlocked like 4 biomes next to it.
Yeah, 4. There's like a lot more. Yeah.
I think there's 6 or 7 around it.
You're cutting out again. Don't move. Just hold the phone in your mouth and don't move.
I think there's like 6 biomes around that, or 5.
There's way more.
Like how you can leap across the little islands and stuff, and it's kind of clever how they spoon feed everything. But it does appear the progression obviously is very linear, right? Like it's kind of scripted what you're going to experience in that game.
Not really. You can go different paths. It's up to you which biome you want to unlock and kind of focus on.
Right. But eventually you're going to unlock all of them and they're all going to interact with each other, right? Like
maybe. You'll see once you open up the space station if you keep playing. That's like the whole new world. And there's a museum. Did you unlock the museum in the little town that you're on, and you can have a house and a museum and the people, the vendors, and the upgrades? And
yes, I did all that. Yeah,
okay.
I did do that. And it's kind of cool too because like you'll go to one of the biomes and they'll have and if you guys aren't aware, this is like a survival craft game, right? With crafting tables and furnaces and all that shit.
The game like Forager that I talked about a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. But the one thing I liked that was kind of clever is that so if one of the biomes has like a plant that your base doesn't, you can actually like take that plant and then plant it in the farm there.
Yep.
Like I thought that was kind of clever how you instead of having to keep going back to the other biome to get the berry or whatever that's there, you can just take the whole plant and plant it. I thought it was kind of a clever little mechanic.
There's a lot of great stuff about that game. I think it's a lesson in game design, that game. The only thing I didn't like was the weirdo art.
It's typical 8-bit kind of stuff.
No. There's a bald bitch with like a septum ring. Yeah, I don't need to see that on my island. Get out of here. Yeah, get out of here.
I like how the little they crash in and the people are like, "Hey, I'm here now."
Yeah, I like that. It's cute. I really do like that game. So, did you get to play Illusion Island? You haven't been. Is it out, or you couldn't download it, or what happened?
I can't get any straight answer on what is up with that DLC.
Okay.
Because they announced it, and the thing is, they announced it at one of the Nintendo Directs. There's nothing in the store.
Right.
It should be out. I don't know if it's just an auto update to the game, but guess what? I can't auto update shit because I don't have the fucking internet.
Right.
So I'm kind of stuck with the games I have right now until I go somewhere.
You didn't prep well then.
Well, I thought I was going to be getting Illusion over the weekend because I thought it came out then, but I can't even connect to the Nintendo store to see.
Yeah.
And I can't find anything on Google about it.
Every other word you're saying is like,
there's like a documentary about that game too.
Okay.
That I kind of want to watch.
Yeah.
I saw some headline about it. I guess the game got canceled and they kept working on it or something.
Oh.
And then, I don't know, there's some story there with this game that they were tasked with making this Metroidvania game. I think it got canceled, and then they kept making it, and then they got the license back or something after they were done.
Right.
Like something like that happened. It's kind of interesting. But I do need a game, Michelle. Help me out for Steam if I can get back on the internet.
I mean, I don't know. What are we going to be talking about next week? Matt's going to be back. There's really not much, really. I mean, they just did the second WoW patch for the pre-patch update for The War Within, which comes out at the end of August. I know you've been in a WoW mood, but there's no playing that for you there.
I got my laptop with WoW.
Laptop?
Yeah.
You mean like an old MacBook?
Yeah, but I can play WoW on that. My daughter does all the time.
Well,
she's the same one.
MacBook from like 15 years ago. I would not play.
No,
WoW
it's not that old. If
I
I can play somewhere close to 30 frames, I'll play it.
Okay, that's sad. Don't do that.
Well, it's a vacation.
It's a vacation. Then go enjoy the vacation. Go.
I never. I did. I was sitting on the.
I'm a gamer, true, but you're on vacation at the beach. You don't live by the beach. This is your time to experience the beach.
Oh.
Just put away a device, John. Get a little color
Okay,
on your legs.
No. I have all of that. I have that anyway because I'm outside all day. But
okay.
so today, here's what I do. I sit in the beach chair for about a half hour. I play some Steam Deck, and then I take my boogie board and I go in the ocean for 20 minutes. Then I dry off, and then I play for another hour.
Quiet with your own thoughts.
What? No,
that's bad for some.
Listen to me. Today is the first day where I've calmed down since I've gotten here.
Yeah.
What? Because
you need to
yesterday,
just sit quietly for 5 minutes, take a deep breath, smell the air.
I can't do it. Okay.
You need to think about the past, the present, the future.
No, I think this is why I walk so much because I can't sit still. Do you understand me? Like
I'm
in the room
have that problem.
and there's nothing to fucking do, and I'm like, I gotta go on a walk or something. I gotta get out of here.
I mean, that's just how you're built, right? I'm the other way around. I like peace and quiet. I can sit and play a game. I'm fine. If I'm at the beach, I'm definitely sitting and talking to the person next to me and enjoying the environment. I'm not just like, go. But, I mean, I don't know. I don't have any game suggestions. Maybe if you guys do, you can come into our Discord and I'll pass them along to John. But, like, it's kind of been a quiet time. I don't know. Next week we'll figure something out. All right. Well, do you want to...
The handful of games on my Steam Deck that I installed that I haven't played yet, and Nova Lands was one of them. So I'm kind of going through those games.
Yeah.
But like I said, I can't get into my Steam Deck right now.
That's a problem.
No, and I think they locked me out because the IP address changed, and they're like, "What's going on here?" Right?
Well, I've logged in with different IPs without issues. I don't know.
Well, it logged me out, is what it did. It's asking me to log back into my Steam account.
And why don't you?
I told you. I scanned the goddamn QR code with my Steam Authenticator, and nothing happens. It spins.
Well, then that's something with the Wi-Fi.
I think it is.
Yeah.
So my plan when I get back is I'm going to tether the Steam Deck to my phone, and that way they're both on the same network, and I'll do the Authenticator.
Okay.
Jose.
I use the Authenticator all the time, like...
Me too.
A different thing that's not on the same network, though. So, I don't know. That's weird. All right, well, good luck with that. So, are you drinking anything, or what have you been drinking on vacation? Anything tasty?
I'm drinking Poland Spring right now.
All right.
But yes, I've had, you name a mixed drink and a beer, and I've had it.
All right, well, let's take a look at news. I had some old stuff that I saw that we never talked about, like former Nintendo of America president shares optimistic game industry prediction. Now, this is from your favorite guy, Reggie Fils-Aimé. I gifted you that audiobook about him, and you said it was actually pretty good.
I loved that. I loved it.
You're a Reggie fan. So
No, that audiobook is worth a listen. And then there's like an interview at the end of it with Jeff Keighley that even was like the icing on top. I actually liked all of it.
okay. So Reggie says he predicts a game industry upswing after the lull after COVID. He did an interview with Yahoo Finance, and he said that the games industry overall is poised for a mega upswing. I mean, I guess people have been like down on the declining growth because after the pandemic, but it was obvious that when you had people at home and working from home, you're going to see more gaming. I think MMOs kind of got more popular. Is it actually like, has it actually been a down swing, or is it just an adjustment back to where we were? Right. So he's saying,
Well, my guess is that during COVID, I think a lot of people became first-time game developers. I think we had a flood of new IPs and ideas. And I think a lot of those companies probably didn't stick around, you know, and now things are kind of equalizing, you know. But and there was kind of a flood to the market in 2021, 2022, I think, right? Like of exciting new little things that we like.
Yeah, he's just saying to be more positive. He's not a doom and gloom kind of guy. His message just seems kind of positive. And yeah, so I don't know. I never listened to that audiobook myself, but I wanted to bring it up again as well because it's kind of something that a lot of people don't know about. It was never really promoted, I feel like, on gaming sites or anything like that. It kind of was low key. So this is funny. I wanted to bring this up with Matt, but obviously he's not around till Tuesday. But so I don't know if you saw like the SAG group is basically trying to unionize and get people up in arms over AI use in video games with voice acting. They said, we are not going to consent to a contract that allows companies to abuse AI to the detriment of our members. Enough is enough. Now, I don't know if this means that basically you license your voice and then they can recreate it with AI. I can understand being upset about that. But from what I saw, it also just has to do with AI being used for voice acting in games, period. They don't want to work with companies who do that as well. And I mean, at some point, how do you feel about this? Because Matt was all in on it.
Get worse.
Yeah.
Listen, you know, we're going into Blade Runner territory right now.
Right.
like 10 years from now, people are going to be like hunting down AI voice actors or studios because they're using AI and pretending they're not, you know, to avoid some, you know, union or whatever, right? Like it's kind of kooky, honestly.
Well, like, ESP in our Discord just posted something that I don't know if this is true because I haven't vetted it, but there's this device called Friend. You wear it around your neck. And it talks to you, John. It's like the thing you want to do where you were texting people. This is an actual AI friend you can talk to. It's basically like Siri on your neck. Now, this could be fake, but it's called Introducing Friend, not imaginary. Order now at friend.com. And there's just like a video of people walking around talking to an imaginary friend. Like, this is nice when you're 4. I had tea parties, but people are, I mean, if the loneliness epidemic is that bad, what is going on? So
no, it's dumb. I don't know. Yeah, I don't want that.
I mean, there's no stopping it, though. At the end of the day, I'm not a Luddite, so like I'm not going to get up in arms about AI either. I think the technology is great. The most talented people will be working in tandem with AI.
It's not tool. It's a tool.
It's a tool.
It's
a tool. Right. Exactly.
That's all it is. It's a tool. And yes, people are going to get creative using it to you know, to create some shortcut for themselves. And they should, right? Like, it's like, you know, it's like I'm sitting on my computer. It's like, oh, I need an illustration of an ice cream cone. Oh, I usually hire this artist. Oh, wait, it's built into Illustrator now.
Well, no, but I mean, you can actually train. You can actually, in all fairness, you can train on your own body of work. So if you are an artist, you can feed it all of your own work and then generate things. Same thing with your voice. So I have this on my phone. So my phone has an ability. If I lose my voice, like that's what it's created for. If I lose my voice, I talk to this thing. I gave it. It had me read a bunch of stuff, and now anything I type, if I choose, it can speak it out loud in my voice. So let's say I'm a
Oh my
voice actor.
God.
Yeah, let's
Being
say
held hostage.
well, yeah, well, let's say I'm a voice actress, okay? And I mean, people
Yeah.
have already done this with VGO. They've created like AI versions of us, John. They have us saying all sorts of things. But let's look at this as a tool for a voice actor. Let's say I'm a voice actor. I record every syllable, every word, whatever. I feed my AI this stuff, and then I get a script. I type the script and I generate and I give it to them. Does it really matter if it's my voice trained or my voice naturally out of my voice? It's like it's a tool. I'm all for it. If it's good enough where you can't tell and it actually sound like I'm just like a merit based, like quality based thing. Does the AI sound bad? Then don't use it. Did it sound good? Then use it. Like I just think that like I don't know, Matt will have a different take on this as a quote voice actor himself. So we can maybe talk to him about it. But I just feel like people are just this AI scare. I'm not down with it. I think it's a tool. Work in tandem with it. Get on board or get off because the world ain't going backwards. If you want to go backwards, put down your phone, get the GPS out of your car.
It's too late.
Yeah.
But yeah, someone like Matt, who's kind of not a household name,
right?
How do you compete? How do you compete with AI? It's like, oh, we have to get Robert De Niro to do this voice acting. Well, Matt Bradford is one of hundreds of guys like him that are like a known entity, right? So NPC number 5 can be AI, right?
Right, but it might take that job away and create 100 more because now there's people who know how to make AI voices. It's like you said, when photography came out, they thought it would ruin art and paintings. It's like every technology, just you have to change with the time. Photography, like people said the same thing about that. Like it's going to ruin artists, it's going to ruin pictures. All right, so while we're talking about silly news, I wanted to talk to you about Ready or Not's new expansion. So here's a really bad PC gamer article where they didn't really review the problems with this expansion because it did do some things. What are you tapping on? It did do some like weird things with the performance. Okay.
Yeah.
But they were hell-bent on the fact that this game fetishized police and guns. And this is Ready or Not. This is a shooter where you go into like houses and do like protect from home invasions. Yeah. And they said that, this is a quote on their page, like, yeah, I get it. It's a game about that. But breaking up a gathering of homeless people from sheltering from a storm is pretty reprehensible. So I guess in the game, you're moving homeless people around.
I don't know, Michelle. I read that article. I read that article and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Ready or Not is one of these games, like a Splinter Cell, where you have two choices. You can go in guns blazing, or you can arrest everyone, put handcuffs on them, do the stealth kills, whatever. So this guy, because of his politics, is saying that the only way to play that game is not to kill anyone. I don't even think it's politics.
I think this is mental illness. I take issue with saying that. I mean, he says, like, obviously just the core.
Well, he says in the headline politics, yeah.
Well, I think that's the wrong label on it because obviously just the core idea of playing as militarized police is going to be too much for some.
Oh, my God. Shut the fuck up.
Why are you playing
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
He's like, but I also play Escape from Tarkov, so I can deal with the guns. But this just felt like you were fetishizing, which was spelled wrong, by the way. Good noticing on that, J-Ro. But fetishizing, they said, instead of providing meaningful gameplay options, it's just like we are picking apart military shooters now on PC Gamer, not Kotaku and Polygon. Okay, this is mainstream thinking now, and this is a little bit of a problem.
But what I took offense of was that this guy is so against cops that the only way to play the game is to arrest everybody and not kill them, which, I'm sorry, that's the video game way to play these games, is to go in and shoot them, right? Like, am I crazy saying that?
No, the people that can't understand the difference between reality and fantasy are crazy. They really are.
Right.
And that's why I'm very curious about what the new GTA is like, because I feel like we're going to see some scaled back stuff and we'll see if I'm right. But I think people are going to lose their shit either way because they just have become so soft or they don't and so insane where they don't understand fantasy and reality. And it's a really warped time we're in. And that's what happens when people are wearing friends around their neck. John. Like, okay, because that's what's going on. Like, I'm wearing a friend around my neck. Whether that's real or not, that's coming. And I think it may be real. So go to friend.com and look. I don't know. There's also another, like, I was on PC Gamer and I just happened to see also Date Everything is a dating sim with 100 fully voice acted household objects to woo, such as a smoke alarm and a cabinet.
Okay, you showed me this, and I did not read the article, but I read the high points, and I couldn't wrap my head around what this is, Michelle. Well, are you saying that every item has a voice actor?
It is.
Hey, I'm a smoke detector.
You can try to woo
and
them.
You can date.
Yes,
and
you
you
have to
can
win
date
them
the
over.
smoke detector.
Yeah, and the guy in the picture is holding a vacuum. Let's not imagine what he's doing with that. I do think there's a problem with this generation. They want to date their toaster. They don't want to talk to real people. They got fake friends on their neck. Like, no, we aren't getting old. There's something's going on. Something's going on, okay? Because these are the games now that they're promoting on PC Gamer. They're saying the shooter is bad, but a gamer you can date your toaster is good, John. So what's going on at PC Gamer? As a PC Gamer, I want to know, what the hell is going on over there, guys? Your culture
They're
is
hiring 19-year-olds. That's
I was 19 once. I didn't want to date my vacuum. Okay, I was, I was playing Call of Duty probably at the time or whatever. Call of Duty 2. I used to like. I was playing something with a gun. I'm sure it's a video game, but I wasn't trying to convince my boyfriend to put his penis in a vacuum. I don't know what's going on. Is what I'm saying. I'm a little concerned at PC Gamer, but yeah, the news has been kind of quiet. Xbox One is trending right now. I hate to click on that on Twitter. Let me see. Xbox 360 store closes today, John. Oh, that's a
I know.
Sad thing.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that.
What are you gonna do?
Listen, when I booted up my 360 like a year or two ago to revisit Tony Hawk and Guitar Hero, I couldn't fucking believe that store was still open. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what? This still works?
That's the thing. Having stores for specific consoles, I hope that dies. And that's something that I've been saying for a while. Like, you shouldn't be tied to a store to the console. Yes.
Yeah, I think Microsoft's gotten away from that already.
Yeah, that's a good thing. It's a dying thing in the past. You don't want a game that only plays on PS4 or not PS5 anymore. Or like forward compatibility, old stores. We'll see what Nintendo does with Switch 2. If they're letting go of that Switch store, there'll be a Switch 2 store, whatever. But so I think this is a good thing.
Yeah, the Switch needs to make it so that everything I bought on the Switch digitally carries over to the Switch 2. I don't think they've ever done that ever in the history of Nintendo. So I think they'll do it this time.
Yeah, I think Nintendo is going to be the last to move at all into like what everybody else is doing. They're going to fall in line last because they can. But I think eventually they're going to be slowly moving towards that too, because there's just a little bit of competition now in the handheld space, where especially if Xbox comes out with a handheld, where people know that they can, if they can get Windows, they can emulate Nintendo stuff. Then they're going to say, well, why do I keep buying the same thing? I mean, people are getting smarter. They're getting more aware of technology. Everybody else is doing it. So Nintendo, I think, will be very slow, but it will happen. Yeah. Okay. Well, any other news you saw?
I'm afraid to look at my phone, but here.
Yeah. If we lose,
this is how I do my walkcast usually.
Right.
I look at the phone and I look at news. It feels like the internet, my phone's working. The further away from the ocean I get, the better my phone's working.
Yeah. You sound actually okay now. There was a little bit of
I'm walking away from the ocean. That's why. I've already walked like 2.25 miles since we started.
This is very healthy.
Let's see. The Nintendo Switch players can grab incredible 6-game AAA bundle. No. Yeah, there's nothing.
Yeah, it's kind of nothing going on right now. Let me do one last look, and then I'll let you go and go through the other stuff. I still don't know, like, a good site to look for gaming news.
What I do is I go into Google and I type the console name and I hit the news tab.
Yeah. They do feed you, like, the same websites, though, that are paying, for slots.
Like, I type Xbox and then news, PlayStation, news, we get it.
Yeah. Yeah, there's nothing. There's, like, nothing happening right now.
Well, everyone's on vacation. This is like
a lot of people are, actually. Every other person is going away right now. Humble Games, I guess, closed, like, the company or shut down, restructuring.
It's weird, like, This hotel I'm at, I stayed here last year.
Yeah.
It's like deja vu. It's the same fucking people. All the same people that were here last year are here, including us this weekend. It's crazy. I've never seen anything like this.
Now, what do you mean? Like visitors?
The people that are staying at the hotel I'm in
You
are
remember
the same
them?
people. Yes, because we were all together last year for a week on this beach. And then we're like, hey, you were here last year. You were here last year. Yeah,
Oh,
we
it's
come
red
every year.
shirt guy. I remember him. Yeah, he smelled. It's funny. What are people saying about you right now? There's that guy who talks on the phone. I think he does a podcast here.
Oh, there's that guy with all the gadgets at the beach.
Yeah, that's right.
Go
Go steal.
Why doesn't he get a laptop?
Exactly.
Shut up.
I'd be like, there's laptop guy who needs a laptop. That's what you would be known as.
Guy with a cold.
That's right. No, let's not bring up. You're definitely a guy who needs a laptop. All right. Well, we're gonna get out of here.
Okay. First of all, I have a laptop with me.
You don't. A MacBook's not a laptop. That's not a gaming.
I have CS:GO on it.
Okay.
I've got Warcraft 3 on it and World of Warcraft.
Yeah, but do you have a friend on a neck, John? That's the question. Because all right, I'm going to go to this website because I've been talking too much about this now. I have to see it. How did they get that URL? Friend.com. No, this is real. Friend.com. You can pre-order this shit. $99.
They have that URL?
They have friend.com. $99. I can buy a friend. Okay, one friend. Wait, how many friends do I want? No, it like texts you and talks to you. Like when you want to talk to it, you press it and it'll text you. My sister used to make me do that when she wanted to get out of dates with guys she didn't like in high school. Like I had to beep her. This is like, you could have a friend like, yeah, just if I press this button, if I'm on a bad date, your friend will text you.
It's Her, right? Like
it's Her, yeah. And if you haven't seen Her, by the way, great movie. Go watch it. I may have to watch it now after this. But yeah, you can pre-order right now, limited supply, and you can order up to, they let you order a lot of friends if you want 10 friends. That's too many friends for me anyway. I don't want 10.
That's crazy.
I'm a one-hand type of person. Yeah, so maybe somebody, if you're listening, if you want to order friend.com and you want to come on VGO to review it, I would love that. So if you're getting friend, if you want to review it.
What do you think about these devices that you're going to be wearing that record your entire life? And you can go back and recall things that people said to you
that
or you said.
That would come in handy for me with my arguments with people because I'm like, you said that. Like, no, I didn't. I'm like, yes, you did. Do not mess with my recollection memory with verbal, okay? You might be better with memorizing numbers, but I know what you said. So that would be cool. But I don't know. I don't want everything listening all the time, but it already is already. Like our phones are listening, the whatever. So it's like one of again, you can't fight against it. I don't know if I'd opt into it, but
like, I mean, there's some useful things though. It's like, hey, what was the name of that restaurant we went to last summer? That was in this town. We had tacos.
Right.
And it looks it up,
yeah.
and it shows you photos and
Yeah,
it kind of does that now already with Google Photos.
You can all do all that. Yeah, you can have location tracking and see when you were last here and all that stuff. I kind of have all that off on my shit, and I don't have any cloud on any of my stuff. So for me, I'd have to enable all that. But I do think there's definitely, like for people, there's going to be a use case for that. But wearing a friend on your neck, I don't know how I feel about this.
But is it a friend or is it an assistant though? Like,
no. John, friend.com. It is a friend. Okay. They're selling it as a friend. They're talking about friendship things. I never come up to, you got to watch the video. I never come up to this mountain. I've only taken her. And then she pulls her neck out. It's not like,
oh no,
it's neck friend. Can we make neckfriend.com? Yeah. We should make like, if they got friend.com, let's make enemy.com.
Well, why don't we? Okay, how about this? If this takes off, let's make accessories for it, like little.
No. I like my idea better. Mine's enemy or frenemy. It's somebody that like talks shit at you when you push the button. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You push it when you want an insult. Dude, that's what one of the if you buy the PoE supporter
pack. Get moving, fatty.
Yeah,
let's go.
In the Path of Exile supporter pack, one of them for Settlers of Calgar, there's a little companion you can get that talks shit to you as you're playing. He's like, oh, that kill wasn't that great. So I mean, I'm more down with that. Like it'd make me laugh. But no, I think this is really for like lonely people who want someone to talk to, and that just makes me sad. Unless you're elderly or something, maybe this is actually good for people like that. But this is like healthy, young, happy 20-year-olds. with a friend on their neck. Like, what is going on? So yeah, if you guys order a friend, please let us know. Come on the show to review it. I think it's going to be awesome.
$99. Now, is there like a subscription plan? Is that, because that's pretty cheap if it's good tech.
It says $99, John. That's pretty cheap for a friend. I know that, especially if you have a female friend, that's going to cost you a lot more.
I mean, assuming the tech is actually good, that seems reasonable. Is there a monthly subscription?
Oh my God. So you go to the page and it has this friend telling this woman, no, I think you were vulnerable. There's a difference. So basically for you sick fucks out there who need someone to always agree with you and you're always right. And by the way, a real friend won't do that. So these friends that you're buying on your neck are not actual friends. It's a computer just telling you what you want to hear. You're always, but I hope this is a troll. Okay. And I hope whoever bought friend.com is trolling. But honestly, John,
that was an expensive troll, by the way, to get that domain.
I kind of think
that domain was scooped up in 1997. I assure you.
Yeah. I kind of think that this is real and I'm a little alarmed. So yeah, let us know if you buy a friend. We would love you to come on the show and talk about it. All right, John, we'll let you get back to your vacation. I hope you have fun, and we'll see you on Tuesday.
See ya.
All right, bye.